Hello friends, I'm Parvez and today I'm going to show you how we can create a nice tab widget application in PyQt5. This is the sample application that we are going to make. We have a nice tab widget application. You can see this is our first tab and this is our second tab. This is our third tab. We have in the second tab we have a combo box, and also we have some checkboxes in here like this. Okay, now we are going to create like this simple application. Now I'm going to import first of all from PyQt5 .qt widgets. I'm going to import Q application, also Q dialog like this, and also I'm going to import sys. For right now I just need these two. Also in here we need to import Q tab widget. Okay, now I'm going to create my first class of tab widget in here, and it inherits from Q dialog. Now I'm going to create my constructor. Like this, and just I need to set my window title to tab widget application. Also I need to self.set window icon. I need to import from PyQt5 Qt GUI import Q icon, and also Q icon I'm going to add my icon name, that is my icon.png. Let me just check the size of my font. Oh, sorry. Just check the setting. I think it should be 23. Yeah, now it's good. Okay, now I have set my icon. Let me check my window, and here I'm going to create a application, Q application, system.argument v, and I create the object of my tab widget like this, and also I'm going to show my window. And now execute your loop like this, and let me check this. Okay, now I have a nice window with title and icon in here. After this, first I need to create, I'm using tab widget for this, so for every, for example, I want to have 3 tabs in my application, so every tab inherits from Q widget. Now let me show you an example of this. For example, the first tab, I'm going to create a class for my first tab, inherits from Q widget. Let me import the Q widget in here. Q widget. Okay, now it inherits from Q widget like this. Okay, now I'm going to create my constructor, super okay. Now this is my first tab. Let me show you that how you can create this. Now in here, in your main class, in your tab widget, you need to create a tab widget object, tab widget, QTab widget, and now you can add a tab widget dot add tab. It is first tab, and now give it a name to this. I'm going to give first tab, okay, like this. Now let me create a vertical box layout that I want to show you. The first tab, QV box layout, and let me create in here VBox QV box layout. And now I'm going to add my VBox dot add widget. I'm going to add this tab widget and self dot set layout to the VBox. And now I'm going to run this. Yeah, you can see that this is my first tab I have in here. Now first I'm going to create my tabs. Let me copy this. You can just copy this. This is my second tab, and I'm going to copy and paste this for my third tab. This is my third tab. Now in here, like this, I'm going to create copy and paste this, this is my second tab, and this is my third tab, third tab, like this. And now I'm going to add these tabs to the vertical box layout. Or I don't need, because I have added the tab widget. Now let me run this. Yeah, now you can see I have 3 tabs in my application: first tab, second tab, and third tab. Now I want to add some items to these tabs. Okay, I'm also let me add a button box, QDialog button box in here. Let me import this QDialog button box, and in here I'm going to create this button box, QDialog button box. And now in here I'm going to add QDialog button box dot OK, or QDialog button box dot cancel. Okay, now let me create button box dot accepted dot connect, and just add self dot accept, and for reject, button box dot rejected dot connect self dot reject. Okay, now we need to add this button box in our vertical box layout. Okay, now let me just run this. Yeah, now I have a cancel and OK in here. After this, now in the first tab, I'm going to add some labels. For example, the first label I want to give a name. Also, you need to import the label in here. Label, like this. Okay, now in our first tab, the first, also I just need to import a line edit also. Line edit. Okay, Q label, and I'm going to add a name in here. Now create a Q line edit. Let me name edit, Q line edit, and in the Q line edit I don't need anything. Okay, now for the check that I'm going to check this, first I'm going to create a VBox layout, QVBox layout. Now I'm going to add this to my VBox layout. Layout.add widget, add a name, also layout.add widget, we are going to add our name edit. Now set your layout self dot set layout to the layout. Now let me just run this. Okay, now we have a name with a line edit in here. Let me just copy these two. I need a DOB, date of birth, birth date, and DOB date. Let me copy this again. Also I need for the age, change this. Also I need one more for the phone number. I just add some random data, phone number. Okay, and now you can add this to your layout. Let me just copy this. Okay, the first I need to add a DOB. Also I need to add DOB edit. Another one is age and age edit. I need to have phone. Also a phone edit. Okay, now I'm going to just run this. Okay, now our first tab is ready. We're going to work on our second tab. And the second tab, I need to add a group box. I need two group box for this. First one for my combo box and the second one for my checkboxes. So you need to import at the top in here. We need a group box. Let me first import group box. Also I need a QCheckBox, and the last one I need a QCombobox. Now in our second tab, first thing I'm going to create a group layout, so QGroup box, and just I'm going to right select operating systems like this. Okay, now create a combo box, QCombobox, and now I'm going to create a list. I need some operating systems, Windows, for example Mac, Linux, Fedora, Kali. Okay, after this I'm going to add this list to my combo.add items, my list. Okay, now after this I'm going to create a layout for this group box. First, before this I'm going to create a main layout, and here I need 3 layouts. First I need a main layout, QVBox layout. Now I'm going to add widget to my main layout, that is the select group, my group box, and self.set layout to the main layout. Okay, like this. Now this was my first layout, my main layout. Now I need layout for my combo box. For this I'm going to create a layout, call it select layout, QVBox layout. Now add widget to your select layout, dot add widget, and I'm going to add my combo like this. Okay, now and take your select group, where is it, select group dot dot set layout to my select layout. Now just I'm going to run this to check that it is working. Yeah, now in the second tab you can see that I have a select operating system, and like this. Now I'm going to add some checkboxes in here. First create a group box, I call it QGroupBox, and which operating system you like this. Okay, now in here I'm going to add 3 checkboxes. First one for Windows, QCheckBox, Windows, for Mac, QCheckBox Mac, for Linux, QCheckBox Linux. Okay, now this was our checkbox. After this you need a layout for your checkbox. I'm going to call this check layout, QVBox layout, like this. And now I'm going to add my check layout dot add widget. The first one is Windows, and check layout dot add widget Mac, check layout dot add widget, this is Linux. Okay, after this we need to set our layout. Take your check group, check group dot set layout to the check layout. Now let me check this, and our second tab widget also completed. Yeah, but I can't see this. Oh, also I need to add this to my main layout. Main layout dot add widget check group. Well, now let me just check this. Okay, now you can see that I have my a second layout with 2 group boxes. Now I'm going to work on our third tab. The third tab is easy. Let me bring this, and now in here for the third tab I need a label. Q label like this. Now I'm going to give a terms and conditions. Okay, after this I'm going to create a list widget. I need to import this at the top. Q list widget. Okay, now and here create a Q list widget. I'm going to also create an empty list. Okay, now I'm going to create a loop for I in the range of 1 to 20 list dot append. I'm going to append this as terms and conditions like this. Okay, and now after this, okay, now in here take your list widget dot insert items at the 0 and add your list like this. Okay, now create also create a checkbox. Let me make it in here. Checkbox, QCheckBox, and I call it agree the terms and condition. Okay, like this. Now I'm going to create layout QVBox layout. Now I'm going to add widget, layout dot add widget, my label, layout dot add widget, my list widget. Also I need to layout dot add widget, my checkbox, and at the end save your layout. Don't worry, I will add the source code to the video description, you can check that. Okay, now this is our complete code. Let me run this. And yeah, now this is our first tab, second tab, and our third tab. You can see I have like this. I will add the source code to the video description, you can copy that. If you have any question, please let me know, and for the further videos please subscribe to my channel.